video games with gamer logic. Artemis is the one, a creature from hell. He grinds all day to play all night. Thumbs on fire, eyes locked in tight. Eyes flicking back and forth, bony fingers mashing buttons with preternatural fate. One boss down, two bosses down. He doesn't blink, he just moves on. Score goes up, crowd goes wild. The king of games, Artemis. The king of games, Artemis. A gamer like no other, a gamer like no other. All bosses fall when Artemis comes. Side quests are main quests, always OP before the final boss. Nothing like a one-shot kill. Wait, are we lost? Checks the map, need to find every item. 100% is the name of the game. Achievement hunting, Artemis wins where the scrubs fail. Headed straight, it's getting heavier. One boss down, two bosses down. He don't blink, he just moves on. Score goes up, crowd goes wild. The king of games, Artemis. The king of games, Artemis. A gamer like no other, a gamer like no other. All bosses fall when Artemis comes. Take them all on, stacking the odds won't save the boss. All the enemies will fall one by one, they all crumble. Artemis plays by his own rule. The king of games, Artemis. The king of games, fall when Artemis comes. Video games with gamer logic. Artemis is the one, a creature from hell. He grinds all day to play all night. Thumbs on fire, eyes locked in tight. Eyes flicking back and forth, bony fingers mashing buttons with preternatural fate. One boss down, two bosses down. He doesn't blink, he just moves on. Score goes up, crowd goes wild. The king of games, Artemis. The king of games, Artemis. A gamer like no other, a gamer like no other. All bosses fall when Artemis comes. always OP before the final boss. Nothing like a one-shot kill. Wait, are we lost? Checks the map, need to find every item. 100% is the name of the game. Achievement hunting, Artemis wins where the scrubs fail. Headed straight, it's getting heavier. One boss down, two bosses down. He don't blink, he just moves on. Score goes up, crowd goes wild. The king of games, Artemis. The king of games, Artemis. A gamer like no other, a gamer like no other. All bosses fall when Artemis comes. Take them all on, stacking the odds won't save the boss. All the enemies will fall one by one, they all crumble. Artemis plays by his own role. The king of games, Artemis. The king of games, fall when Artemis comes. Video games with gamer logic. Artemis is the one, a creature from hell. He grinds all day to play all night. Thumbs on fire, eyes locked in tight. Eyes flicking back and forth, bony fingers mashing buttons with preternatural faith. One boss down, two bosses down. He doesn't.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I spent the last couple days in my off time learning a little bit more so we could try this again. There was a little bit of things I didn't know. So I'm like, oh, let's fix that. API keys was not something I was aware of. Now I am. Now, I want to try this again, but I want to try it with RFab AI first. Now, it's supposed to be this one, Leaflet's AI VTube Studio and Alpha, which I've already gone through and I've already set up other stuff to tie in. So I think, however, this one is a little bit different. Like, the way things are laid out are different. And it's, I'm not entirely sure. Hold on. So it does leave me here with the intro, but alright, we'll do this. We'll use my reference sheet that I have made up. Should be able to generate a sprite. We'll see if this works. I know the local one works, though the RFab one is a little. I don't quite like their AI setup. I was playing with it yesterday, and the results I get, they're okay. I tried a few different things to, but one of the things is RFab doesn't allow more than one reference, which bothers me, especially when I'm doing something. I'd like to feed it as many references as I can to get what I want instead of just focusing on one. I mean, granted, some of the stuff I write. There you go. So this is generate idle breathing animation. Yeah, okay, so it has this already down here, but if it goes intro, I'm not entirely sure what intro is supposed to be. I think there's no explanation on what that is, so if anything, I've only seen how to do idle and speaking. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what intro be. Would that be like my character would walk in, sit down on a chair, and face you, or something? And the outro would be something, I don't know. You got an idea. But I wanted to redo the idle, which seems to be good. So it's just him breathing, an occasional slow blink. But I do need to modify what the slow blink actually says. How do I want to word this? Compressing to a slit? We'll try that. We'll see how that works. Sometimes, I mean, so far, I mean, this does seem a little somewhat intuitive, but it is using my Gemini, and it does show a little bit of account balance here, but RFab is supposed to be using its token balance, not the token balance of Gemini, which I do have. So I ran two versions already of the speaking and the idle. Granted, I ran the speaking, I think, a couple times, so that may have increased the total amount that I've actually spent, which right now is only around $3. So when we're talking like price value for this versus someone else doing the stuff,
Quest complete.
granted, see, he still moves to the side a little bit. I don't quite like that. He's not blinking. Morning, Curl. Why isn't he not? He's not blinking. Okay, well let's change this a bit. Oh, swaying to the sides. Gentle breathing animation and slow blink. Uh, Gentle breathing idle animation, subtle body sway. I do not want the subtle body sway. We'll get rid of that because there's way too much body sway in my opinion. No swaying to the sides. We'll get rid of that. A slow blink every 2 seconds, we'll say. And we'll try that. Yeah, right now it's just kind of a trial and error, trying to get things going because I could I could spend time and write a much more in-depth command prompt, but that's going to take me time. And I'm still learning how to write those fairly well, though I might actually be able to do it because I do have quite a bit of reference material to work with when it comes to writing those. There you go. Oh, I like that. Okay. It's better. Breathing way too heavy. I don't think it understands what gentle breathing is. Hmm. Because I mean, he looks like he's gasping for air, like he's out of breath. Granted, the fire on his chest emblem is that's pretty slick that it's moving. Hmm. It's really exaggerated, but well, we'll keep it. I like it. I do like it because he's not swaying side to side too much. Because I mean, it may have the touch of the tism, but I don't want it always to show. That's got a few frames here. Actually, this should actually give us a better idea of how it actually looks. Okay, that ain't too bad. I like the blinking. It's just lights in my eyes compressing. I do like this. Okay, I actually like this. Not to mention animated the emblem on my chest, which is pretty cool. Granted, it does seem it's slightly detached, but alright. I believe I'm supposed to do the onion layer. Oh, that's interesting. Now that's pretty solid. I forgot what she said about the onion layer though. Hold on. Let's reference her. Okay, this is the other one. Let me find the other video quick. It shouldn't be too hard. I thought I had it up. I got the one for using the client. Not no the client. Yeah, the client for VTube Studio and how to set that up, which I did do, which I had tested a few things out. Though you need VTube Premium, a VTube Studio Premium, which I believe is a one-time purchase of around $13. But there it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Let me just we'll full screen that a little bit. What? So we skipped. Yeah. Did the keys? Yeah. Totally attitude. Yeah. Don't care about that. I want. Okay. I think we're at here. so she's already doing the animate. Okay, there it is. Ah, that's what it is. Towards the end. Okay, okay. Let's do that. Okay, so actually, my ending frame actually has the least amount of blur. So, yeah, right there, my, well, we can just set that there. Might as well, because that apparently my ending frame has the least amount of blur. Uh, Now ping pong forward, then backward is the smoothest. Mm, no loop, play once. No, ping pong it. Let's see what ping pong looks like. Okay. Okay, so ping pong's gonna go here, then play it backwards. However, actually, oh, here. Excuse me. I'm entirely sure I like, I mean, all that actually is not bad with it looping like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll continue to cut out. Now, the cutout here, I think my settings are already pretty good from the last time. As you can see, if it didn't, if I adjusted these sliders, stuff on the edges would start disappearing, my fire would fade out more. But I've already gone through and adjusted a few things on here at these settings here. The similarity, the smoothness, and the spill suppression. Because the spill suppression is would actually cause my guy to gray out a bit, like here. If I jack that way up, it's supposed to remove the background color glow and tint from my character. However, I should have used a different color. We'll put that back to 10 because the magenta, if I take it all out, kind of grays me out. I probably should have used a green. The green would have worked better because there is no green here, and the smoothness would just soften the edges a bit. As you can see with my current avatar, he is a little not so smooth around the edges, but it's 139 frames. That's actually pretty good. Already the Reaper. All right, we'll run it. Shouldn't take too long. I mean, this runs actually fairly smoothly. And now that I understand more how this thing works, that's the one thing. If you're going to use this, take the time to sit and learn. There is a little bit of knowledge you should have for it that I didn't have. I mean, but it doesn't hurt to take a few seconds. Maybe well, it took me maybe an hour or two of just looking at stuff and checking things out. Why is hold on? My stream elements is Oh, my stream elements is retarded, so let me just make sure. Okay, that's that investigate. Sound like you must report for duty, or a little bit at least. Oh, hello, Mus. Yeah, we are running things a little bit here. Trying to go doing round two. I took some time out to actually learn what I was actually doing. So I probably should have changed the output width and output height. I don't like it being so wide. That is fucking loud. I don't know where to put that. Okay, so it's in there. Okay, we'll have to go through each one of these sections. So now the idle speaking animation, which already has this built in. Okay. So I'm going to have to do this opening, closing naturally, small head gestures, occasional blink. I should state in here too, the blink is the eye glow compressing in pressing to a slit. Let's change this. Right now, both opening and closing naturally. I don't want naturally because, as you see, I have a skull. Natural mouth movement would have lip movement. I do not have lip movement, so we're gonna have to modify how exactly that is being referenced. How am I gonna say this? Mouth opening, closing as a skeleton would talk. We'll try that. We'll see how that works. 8 seconds seems fine. I noticed if I tried to cheap out and go for like 3 seconds, I don't get a good enough. I do not get a high enough quality product in the end. So running it a bit longer, I can get much more a better quality image to work with that I then could trim down if I need to. Granted, it does run stuff on there, so like it's about 60,000 tokens, but you also could run multiple versions. You can run multiple versions here, like Leaflet said, but each one will be like double the amount, triple the amount, quadruple the amount. I don't need to. Like, run one seems pretty good. I mean, that actually looks fairly simple. Let's take a look at that. That actually doesn't seem bad. Now, I don't know what exactly an intro is. Like, can I reference my chain? Probably. I could probably reference my chains. Oh, let's take a look at this now. There's a little bit of odd bone movement here. Let's take a look at that onion. Right there. Preview the loop. Oh, I just noticed my chest symbol. Yeah, we'll have to go back. Can we go back? We can't go back. Oh. If your mouth doesn't move like the skeleton from the last unicorn, I'm considering it a failure. I'm trying to. Okay, so okay, that's the one thing I don't quite like about this. So it just completely backed me out of the continue building. There it is. There we go. We got back in. Okay, there's a little bit of the RFAB one is a little bit, the UI is different than the local. Yeah, so it's just a okay. Give me this. Okay. Yeah, I've had some scuffed issues with the RFAB. Yeah, there is a little bit of jank here. I also don't like the RFAB itself, their AI for image generation. It I stated earlier, when you want to generate an image with RFAB, you only allowed one reference image. I don't like that, especially when I'm trying to when I have different assets. Like in this case, I have my character has I have a chain I did up. That's a separate asset. The character itself, so that's two images. I can't use both. I can only use one and try to describe then the second one, which the last time I did any heavy writing, I was 14. So, okay, so let's start talking mouth, and apparently today might be a sneezing day. Damn, that's gonna suck. Okay, mouth opening and closing in a up and down motion. No. No. How would I describe that? No facial movement. Small hand gestures. My hands aren't on there. Occasional blink. The blink is the eye glow compressing into a slit. The character solid in the background. Do not have the skull symbol on the chest talking. We'll see. Maybe, right as I said before, that is the biggest thing with here. If you have a really good reference, that's a great starting point. But the other half of it is how you write your prompt. This one, the prompt is very intuitive. However, for when I'm like wanting to create actual art, oh look, I don't see any flexing. That's not moving. Okay. I think this will work. See, you just sometimes you just gotta tell it things. I mean, the AI now versus how it was isn't super like back in the day when this first started. The AI was really dumb. Unfortunately, it has learned. There's no stopping that. AI is a thing. It's a tool, and as much as people hate it, it's already used everywhere. It's learned to be more dumb, but faster. True. In some cases, yes. That's why if you guide it properly, uh, No, hold on. Can I could probably let's do it this way. We'll write it in as a post because I can't bring this up. My as an example. Okay. This is a standard example of a prompt to create artwork. This was to make a 70s style dream catcher. But as you can see how much is actually written in here to control how this runs. There's a lot here. From up here to you want the quality, referencing the images, which then are then referenced in the prompt itself. And each paragraph kind of takes a little aspect of what you're doing. It takes a lot because AI is dumb. However, it is better at being dumb. Yeah, it has a better understanding. We'll say it that way. So it's like it's still dumb, but it now understands what you're trying to tell it better. The issue is that it adds so much to the context and the prompt. It does, how to a point. To a point. This is why uh where'd that go? Where'd that go? Which one? This here. This paragraph I have specifically in each and every one of my prompts. I do change it a little bit here and there, but this prompt, this paragraph alone is very important, as it does not allow it to deviate much. It's a character lock. Because otherwise, if you did not have that, well, we'll have what happened to my character that I posted in Discord, which we will never talk about again. That was disturbing. I was very, very disturbed by that. I believe Mus was too. We do not speak of that already. No, we do not. Setting not getting banned was a shock to me. I did animate it just a little bit. I'll allow that. We do not talk about it, Mus. Okay, so let's preview the loop. It still gave me the little jank in the jaw, but it ain't too bad. All right. Stop preview. All right. Let's get this onion skin on. That seems pretty good. Preview the loop. That's pretty smooth. Okay, okay. I like that. Okay. We'll go with that. And we should be able to... Everything seems to run fine. You take little points here. I mean, I have seen, like, with my teeth, there are a few issues. Like, right there, you can see that it sucks in, like it thinks that's an actual feature. I'm going to have to figure out how to write how a skeleton's jaw moves. They think it's a jowl. Yeah, it's not. That's all bone. Bone does not flex. But like that, you see the teeth right there. The teeth move in too. Like it thinks my teeth are lips. Let me see if there are some prompts in the pod that might help. Yeah, I mean, okay, so switching mode. Okay, now this part I don't really understand. So it seems like, so if I run this, I should be able to download these too. I think. Yeah, puff cheeks never gonna happen because I don't have fucking cheeks. Uh, happy, happy, sad, angry, surprised. Well, I might be able to pull off surprised. I mean, angry, I'd have to just focus on the eyes themselves to convey that. Sad as well. Yeah, I have an idea. So, a lot of these will probably want to incorporate mouth movement, which, again, no lips, no facial skin. Not gonna happen. Okay, so I have noticed this. So, because it works with the camera, the looking left and looking right will see me looking that way. This will turn that way instead of blinking out. That's the one thing with configuring the VTube Studio is that if I don't look directly at the camera, it just then deactivates the avatar. I had to go through and play with some settings there. Look up, look down. A wink could be funny. Tongue, yeah, not gonna happen. These bottom two we're not gonna even bother with. Uh, but can we? With skeleton emotions, look back to the old cartoons. Tell it to focus on the eyes. Emphasize on the fact that you're a skeleton. Yes, yeah. I've been telling that, and it still is adding mouth movement. But I mean, it's not horrible. So I mean, it's still. It's a. Also, I mean, it's kind of acceptable. Only part I don't like. Where is it? Right there. I don't like that frame itself because I see what looks like to be like a bone colored tongue. Yeah, exactly. We are good. We can run that. The interesting because this is running at the mode limits adventure, which is what I would be using as a VTube character. So, granted, I do have my frames kept low anyway, so I can actually use the same one over again for like the Discord of Fugi stuff. Though if I did do that, I probably would simplify it more. I kind of like just having my character stand there when he's not talking, maybe doing a little bit of breathing, and when he does talk, for the Discord part to be animated, he just opens his mouth. He doesn't really like do a talking motion, he just opens his mouth, then goes back to breathing. Now the intro, this is gonna be an interesting one. I don't know, the character waving hello cheerfully with a warm smile. Okay, so this is gonna play. I don't know if I want to. I don't quite like that. It's not really me. Character waving hello cheerfully with a warm smile. Can I add a second image reference? No. Well, let's try this. You're a Skelly. Skellies do rictus grin all the time. Yes. I'm not sure how this will work. Yeah, I already agreed. Rictus grin is actually a really good descriptor. I mean, it's kind of what I'm doing all the time. Though I do need to polish it up more because I want him to have fangs. Now you're just being greedy. What? Uh, no, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Switching already to my TV. Get jump scared by Buff Moomy. That's right, Moomy's on right now. I didn't see what he was doing. He's did he jump back into Pal World or is he doing what was it, Elden Scroll Night Rain? I know he was doing Night Rain yesterday for a while. May have jumped back into Pal World. Granted, the whole there we go. I like that. I like that. Mummy's doing Pal World at the moment. All right. I mean, Pal World's fun. I mean, I've been playing it by myself more or less. No one else has been in there. But that's probably because I didn't set up the server. But I also don't have a drive to hold what I need to run a server. I would need to get a drive installed or delete a bunch of stuff out. I would need a separate drive. Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, right there, the shoulders. How he flare up with the eyes on the shoulders. I like that because I didn't know that was I was able to join when you weren't on. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, yeah, I didn't realize that either. I thought I did set one up when I ran it, but apparently I didn't. I have to actually download it to a drive and have it running that way. I need it. Yeah, like I said, I need a separate hard drive. But I mean, we'll jump back into it, and you can join again while I'm playing. I have a lot of stuff unlocked, and I have a lot of gear that I'm not using that I haven't figured out how to recycle. I don't have a recycle yet. All right, that works. All right, onion skin it. Start from the end. I mean, the fire's never going to be right there, but if I focus on the arms and the body the most, the hood, the face, because you can see this right here, this like shadow. That is the starting frame. Like 90% of this is in line, so that's where we'll pin it. And it's only a one loop play. It's not going to go back and forth because if we did back and forth, it would look like this. You pull it up, spin it, put it down, it ping back, and it'll just look funny. So only one loop. I think, did it just ruin my Chris Warner at 120 something? Yeah, we were at 120 something. Yeah, right here is where we were. Pin that. Preview the loop at 132. There it is, 132. Already version of this. Funny. Check a couple frames here. Big old link on the end. I ignite it with my head. Wait, do I? I do. I ignite it with my head. I like that. I ignite it with my head. I'm a match head. I am hilarious and you know it. Moving on. Ignore the muss. Set the traps out. Bait the cheese. Actually, my fat cat's actually been on a run and a pretty good musk catching spree lately. Oh, so that's actually turned out now. Outro. Now, character waving goodbye. Hey. Raises both hands into a Middle finger gesture. Then disappears into a cloud of flames matching eye color. I'm not cat food. Well, neither were they. She didn't eat them. She played with them until they were no longer playable. I've had to bury a couple so far. Though she does like playing pinball with the smaller mice in the bathtub. I don't know why. She'll catch them, bring them into the bathtub, and then she'll use the angle of the tub like it's a pinball machine. This actually is running a lot smoother now that I've went and learned. Oh, come on. That's fucking awesome. Alright, alright. Let's get a better view of that on screen. Much bigger screen. What are you guys thinking? For an exit animation. For an exit animation. Alright, come on. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Though, onion skin. Kind of. Already giving us a double bird. Interesting enough. That seems to be the loop point. Play it once. Skelly Man giving us the burb. Yeah. Now, how do I get right here? Forward frame. Back frame. I don't. Right here. I don't. Right here, I think is probably the best because I disappear. It's shorter. There. And I just disappear. Kara and I had the same bracelet today. Yeah, yeah. Well, so I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, not exactly here to inspire. There. That's the outro. I think now that we have those 4 parts that they described that we need to make, the thing like, hey, show up, talk, stand around, breathe, and then leave. I could go in later and do more animations, flesh this out more. So far, for like an alpha build, this is actually very well done. Leaflet has outdone herself because just adding all this UI stuff alone, it's ridiculous. Now, Leaflet working with Malcolm on this, yeah, they work together. But I'm just saying, I mean, they did a great job. Wonder if when I finally decide to mess with this, I should do a wire chew shock animation. That would be funny. Okay, so okay, I can download them, so then I could run this locally instead of trying to run it through here. Okay, so if I'm gonna run this, yeah, we'll put it right there. So now I would have to. Okay, so we got this done. So I don't need this one open. I need this one open. No, I need this one open. Just to run through things here. But I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom. I will see you in just a few minutes. Be right back.
Pizza mission commencing, already on a mission. One good kidney, one bad. So much pissing, can't sit still. Legs all jittery, about to spill. I gotta go now, gotta go bad. Tapping on the door, about to explode. Gotta hold it in, can't lose my grip. Can't go out like that, there ain't no shame in my bladder game. I need to pee, I have to leave. I hope I make it. Oh God, the door is locked. What do I do now? Knocking on that door, or I'll go on the floor. Or I'll go on the floor. Dancing in place, crossing my legs. Has a minute passed, or was it just a second? One good kidney, one bad. I swear that one has it in for me. Gotta go now, gotta go bad. Tapping on the door, about to explode. Gotta hold it in, can't lose my grip. Can't go out like that, there ain't no shame in my bladder game. I need to pee, I have to leave. I hope I make it. Oh God, the door is locked. What do I do now? Knocking on that door, or I'll go on the floor. Or I'll go on the floor.
Ooh, God, hurry up. Don't make me wait.
Time is slowing.
The rivers are flowing.
One good kidney, one bad. I need to pee.
I return. The triangle. I fucking love that thing. I love that thing. The cure triangle. Okay, so this other part I will not be doing on stream because unfortunately it does has the IP address to my phone. So no. It is. Oh, I need to actually probably turn it on. However, this should be this one. No, hold on, it's this one. Run it. Host, there it is. Now the other thing, so I need there here. Alright, so we got that there. I'm going to move these two. I'm doing stuff off screen right now with my file explorer currently to move a few things around. Move those there. Now those are here. There it is. These should be right here. Right here. Now the problem is the way these are labeled, fortunately, it does not see them. So I need to alright, let's why does not actually see that? It should see assets. Should see already. Let's rename these. Or refresh it. It's not seeing my model, which okay, so we'll rename this as the one thing is the client itself is looking for a certain file named a certain way. Uh, hmm. Try to do this. Learn to type. Speaking, that's one. Now the problem is it's not. There it is. One asset, two assets. So use neutral speaking, neutral idle. Or how do I get the intro and whatnot to show up? So here's the fun part. Do a quick check here. I do need to have VTube running. We'll just double check something. We should be good. All right, we should be good. Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot I bought a game today. I shouldn't have bought a game, but whatever. Move that around. Just doing a little bit of organizing. Because this should work. Now, avatar is going to disappear. 2D model should pop up. God damn it. Because, however, VTube Studio, or if you're just using the base model, only gives you a couple minutes. But it is a one-time thing, so I can do this. But it turns off my settings. Oh no, it's there. Okay, waiting for connections. That's that. Okay, so that is on. It is working. Connect. Is that working at all? I think we're connected. Right. That should be working. Okay, that's working. No. That should be that. I should be showing up on screen, but I am not. Why am I not showing up? We are connected. It should work, and I got it to work the other day. Did you change source? Yeah, I did change the source, but it's not popping. It's not detecting for some reason. Like, it's not quite communicating. It should be. I'm not entirely sure why it is not. I should be appearing in the bottom right of the corner. Uh, hmm. Now, if there's a what was it? Where the fuck is my YouTube Studio connected? We are connected. It does see my mic. It does actually see me in camera. The camera does see me. It thinks I'm sad, but it's retarded. Let's copy this. Maybe I need to refresh this. We do that. I mean, I know it should be working. Like, if we take it, let's do that. Does that actually work? It should be working. I mean, if I look at it, I mean, I got this to work the other day offline. Still not working. Hmm. Well then, okay, so let's try this then. Okay, so that isn't fully working the way I want it to. Broke this. I'll have to debug that. So that means back into here. We'll turn myself back on. Turn this one back on because that's still working. Don't know why that is not. It should be. It should be. Unless. Hold on. It's waiting for data on my port, which. Hmm. Which is interesting. That might be a connectivity issue on itself. Oh, there it is. See, it seems to be like it's a connectivity issue. See, unless I see right here, you can see me in the bottom corner here. If I look straight at it, cool. But as soon as I look away, I disappear. I have to be looking straight at it, and I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, it's working, but every time I look away from the camera, when trying to stay at pose, how about this? If I look away, aha! I it's the camera tracking. It's probably because I'm using an Android and not an iPhone. It should. It's a little bit annoying. I wonder. Does this have a PC version? Could be. I mean, it's working. It's working-ish. Yes, it's working-ish. That's the thing. It is working. But like I said, the camera itself on my phone. What do you mean run it into a test? I'm testing it right now as we're live. Oh, run the intro test? I don't know how to run it. It doesn't see the emotes for it, so it thinks it's probably labeled wrong. Oh, actually, maybe. Let's rename the intro Happy Idol. And then the outro, I shall rename Happy We'll just go trick it right now. I mean, this should work, right? Unless it's considered an emote. Character idle, character talking, character outro. No, that's not how they're labeled at all. Those are incorrect how it's looking. It's neutral idle, neutral speaking, happy idle, happy speaking, and so forth. So that didn't work right well. So it doesn't detect emotes. But we can do a state override. Shit is doing a lot of heavy lifting already. Okay, there's probably a delay in chat here that's screwing with me. Okay, do auto. Should be working. Auto seems to work. Neutral talking, neutral idle is working. This is happy speaking was outro. Happy idle was intro. But that may run. God damn it. Okay, it is working, but alright. Let's do this. So no. Back into here. Here's the fun part. So rig up with AI. Alright. Oh. Where is it? There it is. Well, let's go through this stuff, I think. I mean, it works. I'm going to blink in and out. I do keep blinking in and out, so I apologize for that. I don't know why I keep blinking in and out. So. Might be perceived state changes. It could be. It also could be my glasses too fucking with it, but. So replicate your neutral to happy sad. That could be it. That could that's probably what's going on, and that it is swapping through state changes. But because there's nothing there, it's just blanking out. So I have to run the other ones, or I just copy. I could do that. Hold on. Let's experiment here a little bit. Fuck it, we do it live. All right. I bring that up. Bring that back up. We are learning, chat. Yes, we are. So copy and paste and rename neutral speaking into sad speaking. And I can see. Yep, okay, green light. So there's an asset status, like leaflet. Does she show it here? Oh, hold on. Right there. You see leaflet here, it's got the asset status. I'm gonna have to move this. Okay. This can't be on that there because I can't see you guys talking. Hold on. I need to adjust things here so I can see shit. Alright. Musk Griffin almost went too hard, SAS mode. Yeah. These assets here, you see the typing is red, but the other ones are green. That basically means that in the folder that I'm supposed to have all these, it sees that. I renamed one to Sad Speaking, and it sees it now. So we will do the same with some of the others. And we'll see what we can do. So I got just a little bit of manipulating here. We got sad speaking. We got happy speaking. Surprised speaking. And okay, we good. We got so far that is actually working. Neutral is popping up, happy is popping up, sad is popping up. Surprise would pop up if I typed the fucker right. Always, always type your stuff correctly. If you mistype it, it's not going to see it. There we go. Okay, that's there. Now we can do the idols. So neutral idle copy now becomes happy idle. That should pop up. Then we will do sad idle. And we shall do surprised idle. Now that actually should cover my state changes. Once it sees it, yep, okay, it is there. We will go back in, which I accidentally closed, which I didn't mean to close. Because that may be exactly what's going on. Because it doesn't see those state changes, it's trying to blink into something that isn't there. Motherfucker. Yeah, Sunny. Stop showing that again. Sleeping mode on. We are connected. Correct. Connect. Alright, we turn my avatar off, turn you on. ID has 8 assets. Let's switch back to OBS so then I have more of a active live view. Settings, connect to PC. I don't like that I have to turn my stuff back on. Okay, so that's all turned on. Stay at pose. There we go. How I'm still blinking in and out because it's losing tracking. When the face is. Oh, is that? It seems to be working. It's still blinking there, so. Well, not link eye blinking. Maybe the eye blinking is what's screwing it up. We'll turn that setting off. I'm still blinking in and out. Maybe it is a connective issue. How does that work? If I do VSync, doesn't seem to. Okay, so it really does not like me looking away is the biggest issue right now. So it does not like me not staring directly at the camera. Oh, fuck, now it's not working at all. What the fuck did I do? Okay, did it just crash? Alright, it borked. It shouldn't have. We are connected. Well, this may work better with a webcam because there is a setting for that. There's eye facial mocap, which I have no idea how that works. That's probably an iPhone thing, which probably works better. Like if you look at other VTubers, they use a lot of iPhones. I will never touch an iPhone. I don't like Apple products at all. But there is a webcam one. Though Leaflet has stated she hasn't really tested it, and I don't have a webcam. So, I mean, we got all this done. We've seen how it goes. Yeah, it's a facial. Yeah, that's what I figured. Eye facial mocap. The little eye I figured was Apple, and I don't fuck with Apple. So this works. We do got the models there. I will look into getting a webcam, and we'll try that out. That may actually work much better than trying to have my phone connect through Wi-Fi. I'm thinking that is how we should do things. Because I mean, it works. We've seen it work. It's not stable. And I'm thinking the stable issue is on my end with my phone trying to keep a stable connection to my PC. At least the way it's trying to connect, I don't think is stable. Like my phone already communicates to my PC for other reasons. And I should be able to use that same thing. Hold on. I forgot to turn myself back on. Hello, I'm back. I forgot to turn myself back on. But yeah, well, I'd hope you weren't doing the dirty with an apple. What? Yeah, I don't I think the last time I touched an Apple product was my iPad. No, not my iPad, my iPod. My iPod, because just the music and the iPod itself is just a really great app for contraption for listening to music. Yeah, the iPod Classic with the little touch disc. Or was that the iPod Nano? I forgot which, but that's probably the only Apple product I ever had, just because I could have that, listen to my music, and not have a clunky phone in my pocket. I do miss the thing. I could also watch movies on it too, even though it was a tiny screen. I could still watch movies on it. Oh, that little iPod was a pretty cool thing. And other than that, would have been back in school when they had the Apple computers. I fucking hate those things. I do not like an Apple computer. But okay, so we've established we went to the thing, we got it to work. The RFAB was actually much better and more a little funky, but as we saw, it did work a little bit better than trying to run it locally. Locally gave me problems, but this actually let me build this here. I'm still not using the tokens, which doesn't make sense to me. There's a good chance I just used my own money there, which whatever. That's why I set it up, and I do have it limited, so I'm not like burning through my wallet. It's only going to use what I put in there, which apparently was enough. I don't know why I didn't use all the tokens I had. They're there, but that's something else. So there was a couple things I did want to talk about though, so we'll jump into that. We don't need to. I did think about going over this. Metatron did do a review of the Odyssey, but I think I'll go see it first, and then I'll do a video on this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go see it. Pray for me. I may not survive the movie, but he did have good things to talk about it. Granted, he did start going to the bad stuff already. Travis Scott and Elliot Page and so on. And I'm actually surprised John Barenthal. But then again, he's been Punisher for how long, and I think he's locked into that character too much now. But yeah, Metatron so far he's pretty cool. Let's go in here. I was here. I did want to talk about a couple things, so that is a dumb. I could run through that whole thing. I'll probably just gonna paraphrase it. So I'll go through here. The note from Bethesda. They came out with a little thing. Hold on. Apparently, when I zoom in on the web page, it zooms in all my web pages instead of just the one I'm looking at, which is fucking annoying. Do that. I'll bring these over as I come in. I should have. I didn't want to have too many of these tabs open yet. That one. I mean, not too much. I think it was just those two and this one. We could touch on that too, because that's really dumb. That's also really dumb. Just don't get the horse popcorn bucket, or I will judge you. I may get the horse popcorn bucket and post it on your server. I may do that just because you told me not to. Alright, so Bethesda came out here. They did go through a bit of a downsizing recently, as well with all the stuff Xbox has been doing, Microsoft. I don't remember how many people they actually let go, but they are restructuring themselves. Yes, I am evil. Have you not seen? God, I need hand tracking because then you can see this. Hand tracking would be great. We'll get there one day because then you can see me doing my hand movements. But as you see here, So, as I was saying, so Bethesda did do some downsizing, and now they are refocusing things. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be their main focus, which they're being forced to do, which is great, actually. I think it's about time. People have been asking for Elder Scrolls 6 for what? 13 years now? Maybe longer? Because Skyrim came out. Fuck, Skyrim came out when the PS3 was still popular. And that was back on the PS3. That's how old Skyrim is. It initially released on the PS3. Then it was ported to the PS4 and the Xbox. It was 360, it was Xbox 360 as well. Then it was ported to PS4 and the Xbox One X. Then it was ported again to the PS5 and the Series X. So they've been banking on Skyrim for a long time, and now, because of stuff, they are being forced more or less to work on Skyrim Elder Scrolls 6. While at the same time, they're going to be working on the groundwork for Fallout 5, which is great. I mean, a lot of the stuff has been cut out, and Asha Sharma has been doing good work on that, cutting out the woke DEI shit, at least to a point so far. There's still a lot more to be done and more investigating to be done, so we can start getting better games. I mean, I didn't grab this. Hold on. This was actually surprised the hell out of me. Fortnite, you made a post. Oh yeah, it's their cover page now. So, because like studios like Epic clear out 1,000 employees, woke employees, and now we get this. Here, there's a nice little trailer here. Ivy. I do not want the volume. Poison Ivy. Not once have you ever seen a character that looks like her in Fortnite, and now she's in Fortnite. You've never seen inner boob or under boob ever in Fortnite. Hell, feet that look like that, anyways. Leave. Harley Quinn 2. Do they go to show a good one? There's Catwoman as well in a swimsuit. Yeah, like if you see a swimsuit, it usually looked like this, like what Jules is wearing. So when you, this is normally what Fortnite did when they did swimsuits. They didn't really do much more than that. But now, Fortnite brought in Poison Ivy, which you can make her either green or flesh colored, have the glasses up or down. But I'm like, that's the gaming industry healing. I mean, granted, you can only use this skin in Battle Royale. They're learning. Yes, they are. They got rid of a lot of. I'm going to assume the 1,000 employees Epic hired were probably people that weren't allowing something like this to happen. Or when Epic fired those 1,000 people, the other ones said, oh, I don't want to get fired, so I'm going to do my job. I don't know. That's just conjecture on my point. But that, I mean, this is like, okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm not gooning on her or anything. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with this. And people villainized it. It never made any sense to me. Villainizing a swimsuit. It's a fucking swimsuit. But it's okay in GTA 6. Whatever. They're dumb. But Bethesda seems to be doing the same healing, but that remains to be seen right now. They did make a really lengthy post. I'm not going to read the whole thing here. Just touch on points like Starfield. Apparently, it's still out there with 17 million players. I'm not really sure why so many people are still playing Starfield. Uh, it's a very, I mean, it was an interesting concept, but it's buggy as hell. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, I never really liked, I tried playing Starfield. It's very empty. That is the biggest issue I've had with Starfield, unless they've updated it. I could look into it again. I do have it. Well, yeah, I do have it. Unfortunately, yeah, I do own Starfield. Well, I have a revocable license for Starfield. We'll put it that way. I've got the digital version before I started paying more attention. Because I was the same as everyone else with that, and I just wanted to play it. So I did. And then I realized how empty it was. I mean, you land on a planet, and there's only like a few things on the planet, and you're running across the entire planet to find something. That wasn't really fun. I got bored of that really quick. It made exploration just kind of really lame. Oh, created by the players, yeah, whatever. The future of Fallout. This one's interesting. So, Fallout is one of our biggest priorities today. Fallout 5 remains our long range destination, and we have multiple Fallout projects in active development right now. From the only thing I heard is the only thing they're working on is Fallout 5. I haven't heard of anything else, but Fallout 76 they're still working on, which actually I'll give them this. Fallout 76 when it first launched was a buggy mess. It was fucking horrible. It was empty. The death claws would not animate, and they would chase you in a idle pose, which was very weird. Like you have this death claw coming at you, but he's not moving. He's just sliding across the ground. As like, oh, okay. I mean, there was glaring glitches with the game when it first launched because they built Fallout 76 on top of Fallout 4 and then made it multiplayer. That doesn't work with a single player game too well. But they did go back and they did work the hell out of it. I'm not coming back to it though, unfortunately. I lost all interest with it, though I have seen updates and I have seen they have improved. Maybe one day, but actually no, I think I did go. Yeah, I did go back when they released all the people and the ghouls and whatnot, so there was actually people in the world, which, in my opinion, still doesn't make sense because there still shouldn't be people, at least not out in the open, anyways. Because I mean, supposedly it was a victim of the bombs, but it would still be irradiated. So I mean, people in shelters and whatnot should exist, but whatever. They just showed up out of nowhere. I did go back, however, I would have to have started a new character, which I didn't like. I had an existing character that was fairly established, so I walked away. I'm like, I didn't feel like rebuilding a whole new character and going through everything all over again that I should not have lost, but apparently I did. And I'm like, we're good. You did better. I mean, for new players, if you want to go play Fallout 76, go for it. It is much better than it was at launch. There's a lot more to it. I mean, there's the Fallout series too. The Fallout season 2. It was entertaining. I'll say that much, but they deviate too much from the source material, and I don't think I'll watch season 3 when that comes out. So they do got their hands full with Fallout projects. I don't know why they're still working on Fallout 4. So the major Fallout 76 expansion planned, Raven Rock. It's a prequel to Fallout 3. Fallout 3 takes place in DC, which is actually nearby to where Fallout 76 takes place. That ain't bad. That's interesting. I'm still not going to come back. So it looks like they're collabing with Obsidian, who will be working on. Well, it's not only titled, but they're the ones who did New Vegas. Well, the studio did New Vegas. The devs that were responsible for New Vegas being what it was are no longer there, and the studio they're working. They're possibly going to do a New Vegas 2. But I found some stuff on there where it may be. Well, I think we talked about it before. New Vegas trans, so I don't really have any confidence in Obsidian Entertainment anymore. They were great back in the day when they were called Black Isle. Then they became Obsidian. And then after New Vegas, that was it. Yeah, so now, the interesting thing, so they're going to make Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 on their Creation Engine 3, not Unreal Engine 5. This is a different engine that I actually don't know what uses Creation Engine 3. Let me take a quick look here. So what games actually use Creation Engine 3? So it is a proprietary engine for Bethesda. And Starfield used Creation Engine 2. Interesting. Okay, so I'll give them this. The engine they use to make Starfield. God damn it, Griffin. Hold on. Are you gonna fucking play? Why didn't that play? Hold up. Griffin got robbed. Hold up. Griffin got robbed here. He didn't get the right thing to play. I'll play it for him. So apparently I had to play that by hand. Thank you, Griffin, for all the subs. Holy shit. Wait, Pepper Wolf? I didn't know he was a sub to me. Damn. Movie playing games got a sub. Holy shit. Yeah, holy fuck. I didn't realize that some of those people were following me. Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Griffin. Thank you very much. That actually means a lot to me. And now, thank you for doing that, because now I realized my alert I set up specifically for you didn't work. And I'll have to actually take a quick second to look why that didn't work. My alerts. Why did that not alert? And fuck. That's why it didn't work, because it defaulted to that. One quick sec here while I fix that, because Griffin got screwed. There, it is fixed now. Already needs a sexy clip of Lady Death to play when people send money gift subs. I may have to do that. Okay, alrighty, I'll catch you later. See ya, Griffin. My dear was hustle. Lady Death. I don't know why it blocked Lady Death. That is weird. That is weird that it we'll add that. I don't know why you blocked it. That is weird. Which actually reminds me, I did have an update about Lady Death. Art of Play is getting ready to ship things out, or at least the digital codes for it. I do have a digital code for it. I don't know which one I'm getting it to, but I do have a lot of box art and physical versions I got of it as well, and whatever other stuff came to it. I'm actually very excited because my streaming name, will actually be in the game itself. So I can't wait to get that and play that. But yeah, we may play the demo. We could probably play the demo. No, I don't have the demo downloaded anymore. I cleared it off waiting for the full release shit. Um, yeah, we'll just wait for full release. Granted, the music, I may not be able to have it play on YouTube, or if I do play it on YouTube, I'll just have to edit all the music out. I don't know. We'll see. There's actually the music is actually fairly decent, actually very decent in that game. Anyways, so Creation Engine 3. That's the upgraded version of Creation Engine 2, which they used in Starfield. And the Starfield, yeah, Hype Train emote. The Starfield, I'll say this: Starfield, when you were on planets and whatnot, or in the spaceships and whatnot fighting, everything was very smooth. Everything ran very nicely. However, you still had the Bethesda bugs where you couldn't transition or you get soft locked when you try to go from one area to the next. But that's Bethesda. But overall, the game building itself, like when you landed on a planet and everything generate, even though there wasn't a whole lot there, it still did a fairly good job at doing that. Like Unreal 5 probably would not have been able to handle it very well. Which we are, when it comes to Unreal 5, we know it has its issues. But a proprietary engine, I think when companies use it, probably is best because then it'll fit their needs more. Like if you look at Capcom and their Resident Evil engine, or RE engine, for the remakes that they used. That thing's a beast. The rendering it does. So maybe Bethesda will redeem themselves with this new engine for when we ever see 6 and Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5. Fuck. Skyrim of 15 years. 15 years of Skyrim. That's how long Skyrim's been around. 2011. Damn. But they got the road ahead. They're going to work on Fallout, the Elder Scrolls, and Starfield. I'm hoping if they do anything with Starfield that they actually make it better, but I do know Starfield, the whole point was to constantly restart. You'll come back in with stuff and restart things. Now, there's another thing I came across too. Learning the law here, sharing images of Yoriko, Lady Deathstrike, from Wolverine, from the new Wolverine game, plus her past iterations. As you see here, these other top 3s are Lady Deathstrike from other games and some artwork. Like I believe this one was X-Men Wolverine Origins. And this is what we're getting in Wolverine. Now, yeah, this face is bad. It's bad. Okay, that's. I don't know why they like to uglify these, but the Wolverine game, when it comes to the female characters, it's those people just hate them. But then I also noticed everyone was focused on this face, so I'm looking at this arm here. This looks way too fucking short. Now, I know Lady Deathstrike has these long enhanced arms, but they're elongated, and I know they're from her. I believe it's from her forearms that can actually extend out a bit more and become longer. But her, like here, this is her elbow joint right here, with her bicep to her shoulder. That does not look right. That is wrong. Her shoulder's right here, comes here. That is way too short. That doesn't. Twig arms. Yeah, the thickness too. Yeah, they're very tiny. But Yoriko has always had thin arms because they were replaced. They were mechanical. But actually, can we? Let's see if I can find another image of Lady Deathstrike. Some actual better artwork from her. Yeah, this works. Like, we look here. Whatever. Can we zoom in? Specifically on here, we can see here. This is from the comics and the I believe the old cartoon. Right here would be where her elbow is, at waist length to where her shoulder is to waist, and then she's got the long elongated forearms. It's all mechanical stuff. She's part cyborg with her other stuff going on, but you can see that her upper arm is about the length of her torso. That does not see. It doesn't look like what we have here. It looks like maybe it comes down to the bottom of her rib cage, not to her hips. Because like these ones, I mean, you should see it. That's because one of the things she's known for is having those longer arms. And I mean, I'm nitpicking a little bit on this, but I'm very sad about everything we've seen about this Wolverine game. Wolverine himself looks great. However, all the women in this game just, what the fuck, man? They don't need to be ugly. Why are you intentionally making them ugly? It's just annoying. I mean, it's not a gooner point, which a lot of people want to push. Oh, you're just being a gooner. No. She's doesn't. I mean, she looks attractive here, but this is crazy. You don't want to deal with that. I'll flat out say that. She doesn't need to look like that. They bring in a realism way too far, and I don't. A lot of people don't really like that. Then I noticed this from Netflix. So Netflix did this. I don't have Netflix anymore for good reason. Uh, but apparently they did this to the movie Gone with the Wind. It literally says this when you look up Gone with the Wind, 1939 American Civil War epic known for its racism. To learn more about Black lives in America, search Black Lives Matter. That is what they say for Gone with the Wind. I don't know why they say that, but at the same time, you can't even watch it in the US. If you go to Netflix, you can't watch it on the US server. How much you want to bet her real actress is super pretty? Oh, actually, let's see if I can find it. The thing is, Marvel's Wolverine by Insomniac Games has been very tight-lipped about who their character models are. Oh, they already did touch Gone with the Wind. Because I know So in the X-Men movies, there was Kelly Hu, gorgeous Asian woman, did her well. I like Kelly Hu. She can kick ass too. I'm already still angry about the Odyssey. Well, you can be angry about this too. All right, yeah. So again, this is one thing I've been running into when I'm trying to look up information on who is playing what character. You can find out who's playing Wolverine, but if you try to look up who's playing Jean Grey or Lady Deathstrike or any of the other women besides Callisto, because Callisto's obviously Deborah Wilson. You can't hide that. She's too recognizable. But the other ones, you can't find any information on who the mocap person is. They're intentionally hiding that, and that bothers me quite a bit because I'm like, what the fuck? Just really dumb. I figured I'll end the little tab stuff on a marathon wellness update. So, interesting part though, marathon, which we will take a quick look before I read the article. Where are they at so we know what's going on? Currently, Saturday morning. It's Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday morning. Saturday morning, they are only at 4,600 people. 24-hour peak is 6,551. Now, if we look back to the same day, go back to March 18th. So, can we do that? March 18th was 54,000. That was way back at launch. Right now, they kind of, we'll look at this for this, come on. We are ramping up for next week for the PvE event to kick off. Tuesday, I believe, is when it starts. It goes live. But these are not great numbers. I understand right now Sony is trying to save face, which Polish Tamales covers. They're trying to do everything can to show that this game is a success for the investors, to save optics, to prove live service gaming is the future. However, Marathon is not the game you want to be your cover child for. Right now, Marathon has lost quite a bit of their upper talent, which we'll go through here. Code 1042 Marathon Wellness Check. Bungie has fallen apart at the top. In just the last month, the studio has lost key leaders while scrambling to save a failing game. Here is what happened and why Sony refuses to pull the plug. First, Jason Jones, the co-founder who helped build the original Marathon, Halo, and Destiny Vision. He held the Chief Vision Officer title. He got cut in the big June layoffs. No fancy replacement. His institutional knowledge walked out the door with him. And that's a huge blow right there. The person who was the co-founder being cut. The brains, half of the brains behind Marathon, gone. And they didn't replace him. Some of these others did get a replacement, but I know like Joseph Ziegler, I believe, was replaced by two other people. Del Schaff and Julian Narden are more or less replacing him. But I'm jumping ahead here. That's a big blow. When the co-founder of a game is let go, that's a huge red flag. Oh. Next, Justin Truman. He had been studio head for less than a year after taking over from Pete Parsons. He stepped down right after the same layoffs. Horia Torkan, a longtime operations guy and Bungie veteran, stepped in to run the studio. It was an eternal shuffle to keep the lights on. That's one where someone already there stepped in to cover. But again, that's not a good sign. And I go here to Joseph Ziegler. He's the marathon's game director since early 2024. He left on July 17th. He said he was heading to something new somewhere else and wished the team well. Honestly, I mean, I hope he, I mean, found something better because marathon's dying and you don't really want to be hooked up to that because I'm not entirely sure how these people are getting paid. Marathon ain't making money, so. Del Shaft III moved up from assistant game director to take the lead, working alongside creative director Julia Norden. Another shakeup right when the game needs steady hands. Yeah, when the game director himself is leaving, and then the assistant game director is stepping in to take over with the help of the creative director, that's not very good, especially since we see the only good thing about Marathon apparently is the gunplay. I personally didn't like it. I didn't like how the guns work, but a lot of people seem to think that's probably the best part of the game, and that says a lot if that's the only thing that's really good in the game. Anyways, Joshua Dean stayed put on business and platform side. He is part of the leadership team created on Marathon and handles sales, marketing, and strategy. No exit for him yet. All this happened after Destiny 2 got its final update and the studio asked most of that team to pour everything into Marathon. Which I've seen. The thing is, I've been looking into the Reddit side of things, the Reddit thread r/marathon, and the Reddit mods there are horrendous. Anything negative about Marathon will be downvoted and deleted, basically outright, after a little while. So it's very hard to catch a negative response in there because the devs will, the mods in Reddit there will go in and delete it. Because I've seen a few posts now, which I didn't screenshot them, but whatever, where there are still day one glitches from this game, day one, that have yet to be fixed. Yet they'll focus on adjusting XP or a cosmetic skin for a weapon that is not working right, instead of fixing the actual mechanics of the game itself that are bugging out. Not a very good way to go. So the problem Marathon launched in March bled players fast and never recovered. Sony already wrote down hundreds of $1 million on Bungie because of it. Yep. That's interesting. So I learned Concord itself cost Sony 400 million plus, and that died in 2 weeks. They lost over $400 million on that endeavor. They dumped at least 250 million into Marathon, and that's dying. It's more or less dead. That's the other thing. Like we saw, like I just showed, the average player is like 4,000 right now. It may go up to 6 again later today, and that's just on the PC side. I'll be generous and say that's another 30% or so. We'll push that maybe 8, 10 altogether are actively playing across all platforms. 10,000 players on all platforms. That's for a AAA game. That's not good. A AAA live service extraction shooter, 10K. No wonder people are having matchmaking issues. They can't get into a game because there's not enough people playing. Some people are saying, oh, that's not active player count. I mean, if Steam says there are 6,000 people playing right now, yeah, it's not just 6,000 people. It's a little bit more because it's on console. But still, 6,000 people, and you can't get a game going because you can't get anything. And if you do get in, you jumped into trios as a solo, which is just why that shouldn't happen. But yeah, so I'm not entirely sure how this game is working. Bungie is said right here, Sony would not kill Marathon outright, which I understand to a point. They remember Concord, the expensive flop that got shut down fast and embarrassed everyone. Pulling the plug on another big live service title would hammer the stock price and make the $3.6 billion Bungie buyout look even worse, which I totally understand. They spent $3.6 billion buying Bungie for Marathon and Destiny. Destiny they killed off to make focus on Marathon, and Marathon, it, they're constantly trying to put this thing on life support. They're trying to resuscitate a corpse at this point. This game is just, it's done. They're even trying to push into, what was it? Hold on. There is a thing called, God, I hate, there we go. Marathon Revival. Ooh, yeah. Polish actually did a very good article on it. I can quickly find it. That's funny. Where the, there it is. Is it? That's this one. Let's talk about numbers. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. This will actually work pretty good here because this is what I was talking about. This Carmine Aron is one gaslighting people about active players. Well, I searched for the post, which I was found funny. So to clarify, when I say active players, I do not mean players playing right now, which I apparently this person's retarded. I mean players that are active, as in players that have the game installed and play it maybe once or twice a week, or every other week. That is a developer industry term for active players. Now, this person is what we call a gaslighter. So it's showing active players. There are 2,300 right now. That's what we consider an active player. We don't care what the industry calls an active player. That's not the same term, and we don't fucking care. Active players in game are what we see. Just because you bought the game and play it here, we don't consider that an active player in game. That we consider that someone who owns the or who has a copy of the game. An active player is a player that we consider, like here, right here. Bro, what is this convoluted talk about? This person cannot find a match. Someone responded that there is probably 5K playing right now. That's literally the context, not how many people have it installed or play the game weekly. Exactly. But trust him, he's a game developer. Yeah, this fucker's also he's a game developer. I would not be surprised if he's a Reddit mod for this thread. But yeah, this is the thing they keep pushing on this thing, which is just yeah, active players right now when this was posted, and you can't find a match because this retard is on some other thing. I mean, yeah, some people are just born special, I guess. The gaslighting and whatnot, I despise about this game a lot, which bothers me probably more than most stuff. Fuck, where the fuck was it? I had it bookmarked, but I got a bunch of things bookmarked right now. Is this it? Wait, what was I talking about? Ah, revival. Marathon Revival Week. which has sound hilarious. Uh, but yeah, they're organizing, trying to bring Marathon back alive. That ain't working too well. Marathon Revival Week, which is supposed to start next week. I will be doing a special. You know what? I feel like I broke down a bit. Monday, I will be streaming Monday. I'm changing my hours a bit, but I think I'm going to stream every day next week. And we're going to dive back into Marathon. But we'll see that next week. We'll do that next week. Starting Monday. But for now, I'm going to load up Pal World, and if you want to join me, I'll have the code there so you can join in and see what things I've built. I will work on trying to establish a server. I need to get a drive so I can have the server on it so people could actually play it. Jump in and join my server with that and play in there. But we'll get this up and going. I will take a quick break here and I'll be right back. If this doesn't take my fucking mouse. There we go. I will be right back. I will see you shortly.
It's a mission commencing, already on a mission. One good kidney, one bad. So much pissing, can't sit still. Legs all jittery, about to spill. I gotta go now, gotta go bad. Tapping on the door, about to explode. Gotta hold it in, can't lose my grip. Can't go out like that, there ain't no shame in my bladder game. I need to pee, I have to leave. I hope I make it. Oh God, the door is locked. What do I do now? Knocking on that door, or I'll go on the floor. Or I'll go on the floor. Dancing in place, crossing my legs. Has a minute passed, or was it just a second? One good kidney, one bad. I swear that one has it in for me. Gotta go now, gotta go bad. Tapping on the door, about to explode. Gotta hold it in, can't lose my grip. Can't go out like that, there ain't no shame in my bladder game. I need to pee, I have to leave. I hope I make it. Oh God, the door is locked. What do I do now? Knocking on that door, or I'll go on the floor. Or I'll go on the floor.
Ooh, God, hurry up. Don't make me wait.
Time is slowing.
The rivers are flowing.
One good kidney, one bad. I need to pee. I need to pee. I have to leave. I hope I make it. The throne is free. It's time to pee. One good kidney, one bad. My bladder is so confused. My bladder is so confused. Submission commencing, already on a mission. One good kidney, one bad. So much pissing, can't sit still. Legs all jittery, about to spill. I gotta go now, gotta go bad. Tapping on the door, about to explode. Gotta hold it in, can't lose my grip. Can't go out like that, there ain't no shame in my bladder game. I need to pee, I have to leave. I hope I make it. Oh God, the door is locked. What do I do now? Knocking on that door, or I'll go on the floor. Or I'll go on the floor. Dancing in place, crossing my legs. Has a minute passed, or was it just a second? One good kidney, one bad. I swear that one has it in for me. Gotta go now, gotta go bad. Tapping on the door, about to explode. Gotta hold it in, can't lose my grip. Can't go out like that, there ain't no shame in my bladder game. I need to pee, I have to leave. I hope I make it. Oh God, the door is locked. What do I do now? Knocking on that door, or I'll go on the floor. Or I'll go on the floor.
Hello, I have returned. And what we got here? Dubada. All right, so back into my world. Now I still need to work on making this a server, which I probably can. However, while I am playing, you can join me. I just need to do this. Hold on. This. Put that there. I'll pin that. I added a pin in chat. Now I need to update things so I can go back to our world. Kick these two. It'll open my dashboard. It'll open my dashboard. Okay, I mean, everyone's free to join if they want to. I mean, I got it there. You don't have to join if you got other stuff to do. I also changed my guy's face. I got tired of looking like the ogre. What we got here? Oh yeah, they're making my balls. I got my production lines made up so I can do a whole bunch of stuff. I don't really need to do anything else right now. This is my second base. What I found interesting was this. This is a summoning site to summon a raid boss. I tried it out last night, and I had my ass handed to me. I learned very quickly that I need to do some special things. Oh yeah, that's one of my slaves. Wait. Oh shit, shit. Yeah, get fucked. Yeah. Yeah. That was a predator. Which now, oh shit. Now that I have a predator core, I'll go back to my other base. And I'm going to make a little potion. Which has been growing. Right here. I should be able to make a stamina potion, health potion. Attack I can't do. I can't do carrying capacity. Work speed. You know what? I'm going to save it. Giant Palsol, that there. I will save it. I don't know what he's doing. But we'll get that guy. I like having an AR. I don't really need to. Yeah, the AR, but then I got this. This gun. Hold on. That fucking ping. If I could just spam the ping, I would be happy. That fucking ping. Oh, we need to go north. And I have my little spider pal now. And she lets me do this stuff. Oh, I don't know what that is. My little spider pal, she can double jump. A lot of mufflies. Cryos. That up there. It makes me wonder if there's something up there. I mean, it'd be cool if she could wall climb, but... Oh, hold on. We got a thing over there. What do we got? Hacking. There. Oh, hacking's not horrible. Dark support whistle. Ooh. That would actually work good with her because she's a dark type. Got these little moths. Oh, there's another one. It's not often that there's another one, but I'd learned a trick though. I have learned a trick. I watched Moomy playing this a lot. Where I could do the grapple gun and the glider together. Yeah, I've not actually read any one of those. Applied planting. Applied planting. +1 to the pal's affinity, allowing it for planting. I could use that. I could very well use that. Alright. Alright. Oh, that's... Oh, a musket schematic. Okay. I have taken it upon me to capture the syndicate members. They are more or less worthless. But if they're going to be a bad guy, you're going to work for me. I'm going to have a team. Or I need you a little bit weaker. I'm using my red balls right now. There. There. Need that. Oh, it's a dungeon right there. What is it? What level is this? 29. Fuck it, let's do 29. I'm significantly higher level than that, but there should be decent stuff in here, hopefully. Plus, I do want more of these. This is also where you find these special flowers. Ooh. Catchers.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, we needed a catcher. I've been working on buffing some of my pals too. I did that wrong. I screwed that up. Oh, hold up. What are you? Fell back? Oh. Interesting. Alright, there we go.
What?
Another fell bat. I haven't come across a fell bat before. That's a new one for me.
Yoy.
That's interesting. Fell bats. What we got here? That looks like sulfur. I don't really want to grab any of that stuff yet. I mean, lock picking. I do need sulfur though. So, oh, we got. So that's a musket schematic 1. Musket schematic 2. It's blue. Dark support whistle. Bounty. Ooh, technology. Crude oil extractor. So that's an interesting thing. I found a spot with crude oil. I don't know what to use it for yet. Oh, plasteel is used with crude oil. Interesting. Mounted missile launcher. Man, I could really make a devastating situation. However, I can't. There it is. I needed the electric furnace. I forgot about the electric furnace. And I've been pushing ahead and realizing I can't go further because I can't make pal metal.
Yeah.
I would like to have like a map of these dungeons. My house is missing. Really? Well, that's my problem with being a server. Fuck. Alright, I will focus on making a server. And that should,
Yep.
help stabilize things. Shit. That's good to know. Alright. Don't have to join. I'll, focus on making a server. As I probably should. I should be able to do it. I mean, I think I need 20 gigs to run it, make a server. Though I should probably have a dedicated hard drive for that. I do not. We're gonna have to finish this quick and get the hell out of here. But I'm already here. Well, if you hear, go to my base. You should have access to the chest. I do have weapons in there. You will need to defend the base. I am in a dungeon. Oh.
Yeah.
I like us, you chitters. Apparently, I can't use a gun while mounted on her, which is interesting.
Oh.
I didn't mean to kill him, but whatever. It happens. Oh, that's coal. Yeah, we can't do coal. I will just use tarantulas. Ooh, hello. Oh, Mosanda. We'll call you Mossad. I'm not allowed to access your stuff. Okay, apparently it just removed you from being part of my guild. Alright, okay, I guess I have to fix things. I did not realize. What the fuck? My inventory's fucking full. We don't need that. We can use that on Tantris.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah, shit. Alright, yeah, it looks like I'll have to, actually set up a whole server. Stamina. So my stamina's at 210, 200, 210. Alright.
Oh. Hup. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't trying to kill you. Yep, yep. I heard a wild pal coming. They're coming. We're coming. I had to get the tower first.
Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. What? Hmm. Wah. Hmm. Wah. Yeah.
No, you are part of Kelly Bones. So you are part of the guild, so what the fuck? Why can't you have access? Interesting. Well, that was a success. Just completed.
What? Hmm.
Alright, just settings, so you should have access. Why don't you? Let me clear out my load here. Fire. There. So that's, yep, that's there. Hmm. This one? Oh, need to cook all this shit. Mazzarina steak. Okay, why don't you have access to? We'll do that. Security sub member. Are they classified as a guest? Server info. Interesting. I don't know why.
Oh.
Alright, we're gonna go sacrifice musk to the spider. Alright, musk, come here. I should be able to do this. actually should make it so I can actually make that. I can't do hardwood though. I haven't found hardwood. Alright. Server. This is a server control. That's my server, so... Ah, she's supposed to be a guest. There you go. It had you listed as a guest even though you're part of the guild, which doesn't make sense. So you should have access now. I don't know if you can tell, I've never managed a guild before, so... Go back there. We're going to teleport.
Yeah.
I guess I can just straight up one-shot catch these guys. That's where we wanted to go. Alright. I keep doing that. I got these. Actually. I got this Terraria medal, but I don't know what to do with it. I didn't figure that out. So, that looks like that's crashing. Looks like everything's a bit more stable though with the new RAM, so that's good. That's very good.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Get in the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Should get in the ball. Alright, so there is a dungeon here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to go back into the Terraria dungeon. I am equipped with a couple extra special balls that I want to use on the boss. And I want to catch some of these floating eyes. There it is. Demon eye.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Them and the slimes are my only interest at the moment. Yeah, these hollowed bars.
Wow. Whoa.
don't know why that's for. We're just gonna have her off for now. Those hollowed bars, I believe, is something we actually need. I think. I'm not entirely sure because I think I need to do more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do want a collection of slimes. Ice.
Wah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Wah.
I think I'll catch maybe a dozen of each.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe a few more because I want to rank them up right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to get a bunch of these eyes.
Wah.
I should have actually. I want a couple of the blue slimes too.
Wah.
I got one. And I know you can ride the blue slime.
Yeah. 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 Oh. Ah. Wah. Wah. Oh.
The good thing I actually got the new shield too. I got a mega shield, I think. No, giga shield.
Wah.
It's got 1,000 defense.
Oh.
I'm gonna get you.
Wah.
I don't want to burn through all my reds right now. I may have to. There you go. Now, the more eyeballs.
Yeah. 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 Oh.
Man, I can't believe I caught that with the blue ball. Uh-huh. There you go. I think we want to go follow the torches. I'm going to try to capture as many of these blues
Wah.
as I can.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Get in the bottom.
Oh. Yeah.
There we go. I have no idea how many I've caught so far. I was not keeping track. I mean, it's just like Terraria, except in Pal World. Fuck. Which has... Yep. Okay. I'm a jackass. So we don't want to follow the fire.
Yeah. Hup.
Let's go here. Do we want... Oh, no. All I know is that this is kind of a...
Yeah. Yeah. Wah. Oh. Hmm.
Oh, come on.
Wah. Hmm.
Be nice, RNG gods.
Yeah.
I am using a controller at the moment, which is starting to annoy me. Because I think it has an auto aim built in, which I don't like. Alright.
Wah. Hmm. Wah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Wah. Yeah.
Alright.
Wah. Yeah.
We're gonna catch you. Alright, alright.
Wah.
Man, they keep breaking though at such a high rate. I don't get Mumi's luck. Mumi out there catching pals with like a 4% catch rate. Oh, 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 oh. What do we find? Hollowed gear, headgear setup. Excalibur schematic. Oh. Oh, that's fucking cool. I didn't know we can get an Alright, so I did not know we could get stuff like that. Hold on, I want to get rid of some of this stuff. I'm not worried about any of that. Now, I do want Tarantus. Oh, yeah, you're going to need it. Excuse me, apologies. That's cool. I can get a Excalibur sword. I don't know if it's going to be any good. With the headgear too, so I guess that's where we get the headgear from. It's a drop. I thought you'd like buy it from someone, but I'm guess. This is what the hollowed bars are for then. And that's another one. The hollowed headgear schematic.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm liking this dungeon, so this is just basically a dungeon to go in, get loot, get out. Versus, well, I don't know, there's supposed to be a boss. We went that way. Let me go this way now. Oh, Dazies. I don't have many of them.
Yeah. Wah. Oh. Wah.
Dazi! collect some daisies. You know what? Give me a quick. There we go.
Oh.
I wanted to use a sword. It's effective. They're demonized up around, weren't they? That looks like an end of the dungeon. That is, let's finish off the rest of these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
There. I wanted enough of those eyes. Right. We're good to go, I think. That must be the boss. We'll pull out Margaran. Oh, leave dungeon. I guess I got to the end of the dungeon? I thought there was a boss here. Huh. Hold on. We are having some issues.
Yeah.
We are... What is going on? Got this turned down. I don't know why. Just us suddenly chugging. Let me do a quick look here. Oh, we should be running fine down there. Click at the full. We're chugging. I got eyelash. Shit. Alright, I don't know why. Maybe it's because of stream at the same time. We weren't chugging. Let me look at my stream here. I'm not losing frames. So everything's running right. Why? Let me do a quick clean. Interesting. I don't know why. We just all suddenly start chugging. Maybe it's trying to squeak or must. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe, but you've been here for a minute, so... I'm actually quite confused at the moment. I'm actually going to dump that into my weight. I like being able to carry a lot of shit. Alright. Oh, there we go. It caught up. That was very weird. So let's see. We got these new items. Hollowed headgear. Which is actually better than what I have. And it uses the hollowed bars. So the current one is the refined metal helm is 100 and 250. Okay. That can work. Excalibur. 360. 468. I'm gonna work on Excalibur. That looks cool. Look at that fucking thing. Okay, I like Excalibur. We can put... Oh, I like that. I like how that works. I'm not swinging it around all crazy. I'm just... That works for me. That works for me. Oh, did you store that for me? Oh, you did. Thank you. I'll put this on. Oh, I like how that looks. I got like a crown. Oh no, we don't need to put that there. We got a spot for that. That can go there. I got a better spot for Calculator. I'm trying very hard to stay organized, chat. I will forget sometimes that I have a certain item somewhere else. Hmm. I don't even want this on here. I don't like that bait. We got 3 tech points. We'll get that. We'll make a Ring of Mercy, which I think will help when I want to go capture pals. I can just unload on them till they have 1 HP left. Be great for catching. And I can make it. Alright. And it's automatically equipped. I also do have this Aqua Ring, which is great. I use a Water Pal and their damage is enhanced. I also have reduced fire damage, both at level 4. The Thermal Undershirt, cold resistance to level 3, which means I can walk in the Arctic areas no problem. The same with the heat resistant undershirt. As you see, I no longer have a blue bar or an orange bar, which is great. This compound bow is actually fairly useful, but I was building up ammo for it. Which, can I do? Yes, I can do. There. Those guys can make my arrows. I wanted to have it like around 1,000 arrows. they do that. Actually, no, hold on. Oh, hold on. I jumped the gun on that. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I jumped the gun on that. I need that, and I need polymer to do it. How much polymer do I need? We need 20, so that means I need 11 more. That will let me do the palmetto ingot. Which I am learning more and more about what you can do. I mean, there's so much. I was looking at some of the stuff in the higher up, and oh wow, there's a lot. I want to keep my furnaces together. We'll angle this baby right here. This will take me a minute to build. Literally, it'll take me a minute. This is something I desperately need. But I also need to go find hardwood. I don't know where to find hardwood. I assume there is a higher level forest area that has hardwood. But I'm not there. Or I haven't discovered it yet. Woohoo! And there's a palmetto ingot. I can do palmetto ingot, which uses ore, quartz, and palladium. Interesting. Wait, ore, quartz, and palladium. Okay, I need to go get quartz. Hold on. I know where to get quartz at. Oh, and I don't want that in my inventory at the moment. Yep. Lighten myself up as much as possible. Combination of ore, quartz, and palladium. That means I need a lot of palladium, a lot of quartz and whatnot, and I know where to get it. Now, 313 of those. I can make so much shit, but we do need to go back to the other base. Should be able to navigate everything now in here since she's part of it. Well, coal. Yep. All right. Cool. This is the sword I got too, by the way. Nice sword with a crown. Oh yeah, planter. I need a one better planter, but also got this over here. I do want kindling to get better, but actually I should be able to do it on the other one. Research kindling speed. That is something we should actually focus on. There's a lot of research stuff I need to do. Yeah, I'm going to have to focus on establishing this as a server so then I can build up things. Right now, that research thing, we need to get that all the way up at some point. Alright, let's do a little blending. Got to get the PAL blender up and going. Hold on, I need to look at a couple of these eyeballs. So. Hold on. Field details. You have what's called botanical grass. Decreased incoming grass damage. Interesting. Increased water attack damage. Defense 20. Immune to flinch. Look at what I named my squishy little guy. One sec. Where are you? Wait, did you name him History? You name him after history? That's hilarious. You're gonna be the base. Yes. Nice. Alright. I have... I like Nimble. Got a rank 1 Demon Eye, Green Slime, and Blue Slime. Plus I got bosses. I'm collecting bosses, by the way. Sadly, I have to go for a bit now. Alright, I will look into making an actual server on this so you can access this when I'm not on. I'm not entirely sure how I gotta go about it, but I do have what I need to read to learn how. That's the key to everything. Just take a minute and learn. I'll see you later, Squick and Muss. Alright, right now I am blending. Ooh. Foxbark Crest. Hold on. Can I make a... Hold on. There is a Foxbark. So Foxbarks, I can equip him and make a flamethrower. Can I... I can equip Foxbark Cyst and have a cryo thrower. Hold on.
What?
Oh, I don't have it yet. Let's take a look here. He's probably at the top. Well, let's do this. Foxbark. $24. He's on level 24. Right there. The Foxbark Cyst harness. I can have a cryo thrower. Oh, I'm seeing combos appear in my brain. That's awesome. I like that. I like that concept. All right. Do not want that equipped. Back to blue. Bell box. Fan worm is going to be swapped out with the eye guy. Look at that guy. Wait, what is he? Oh, he's already going to work. So, pieces attack at dark pals by 17%. Ocular rush. Hold on. He's a. So he makes my spider stronger. I have a bunch of fruits. What do we got? Poison blast, spirit flame. Oh, we got a rocky egg. I didn't know we had a rocky egg. Fog blast, hydro jet. So egg should be done. And we got a ruby. I don't remember what the rocky one would be. Got a Gobfin Ignis. Okay. I like that there's different elemental versions of these pals. Especially if you'd like a certain type of pal and you can have the whole thing if you want it. Hold on. Pal World is probably taxing my system just a little bit. Even though I got it turned down, it looks like triple streaming doesn't like to keep up, but that's probably more of an internet thing than anything. Okay, so PAL is sticking up. I am going to call it for now while I figure out some other stuff and do some editing. I will check out. I thank you all for being here with me today, and I'll look. The adventure thing is fun. I like how all that worked and how that all comes together. I will look into a camera, and then we can have a bit more of a active character. I like how it fleshed out. It turned out really good. I'll have to post it and let Leaflet know that I liked how it turned out. So I think Mumi's still on. So let's go say hi to Mumi. Oh, he is. He's playing Palwell. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Oh, he's not playing Pal World. Yeah, he went to the Destiny. Destigay. But alright. I'll catch you all later. See you then. I'm just going to run straight into a raid because I do have a few things I need to do myself. So I'll see you next time. Monday we're going to have some interesting times. Tomorrow I'll see what's going on. I may end up just going to check out Odyssey and then I can do a review tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Until then. Oh, it crashed. Alright. See you then.